president of the Child Protection League, fighting for your kids, our kids, Michele Lentz.
Thank you, Dale. And I'm a mom of 9. Am I loud enough?
Yes.
Okay. I am so glad Karen came up and gave you all the bad news and all the bad examples. And then Dale followed that with the origin of the Child Protection League, which was the Safe and Supportive Schools Act, because I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the war. I want to start with a quote from 1777 that I am sure you know well, but is highly relevant to where we live today. Thomas Paine. These are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of his country. But he that stands it now deserves the love and thanks of man and woman. Tyranny, like hell, is not easily conquered. Yet we have this consolation with us, that the harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. My friends, what we are witnessing is 60 years of infiltration into every American institution by cultural Marxists. This infiltration has resulted in a generation of people who don't know their history. They've lost the understanding of the eternal vigilance necessary for them to maintain their government and preserve their liberties. What we are also witnessing is the rising up of a new patriot. To quote Mark Twain, in the beginning of a change, the patriot is a scarce man, brave, and yet hated and scorned. When his cause succeeds, the timid join him. For then it costs nothing to be a patriot. You, my friends, have been that scarce man. And I believe what we are seeing is millions of people coming and joining us. The neo-Marxists and the communists in the 1960s told us how they were going to overthrow our government. They weren't going to do it with tanks and guns. They set their goals to weaken us from within by weakening the family, the morals, the social order, and the rule of law. They were and are the revolutionary men, and we are in an information war. Would you agree? So now we fight with truth and love for the hearts and minds of our fellow men. They seek to divide us with identity politics, demoralization, and dialectical traps. An example is their rhetoric of hate. They try to label us as racist, homophobe, and intolerant. There's only one thing we won't tolerate, and that's the calculated, intentional plot to overthrow our country. We won't take the bait, we won't fall for the trap, we call out their tactics, and we stop their false narratives. When they call us racist and homophobe, we laugh and we remind them that we and our gay friends and our friends of other ethnicities and races stand together united as Americans, and we won't be divided by their propaganda. We are united Americans, and we know that it's the woke Marxists trying to destroy our country and the groomers going after our children that are the real enemy. Marxists knew if they sexualized the children with comprehensive sex ed, they would make men weak and vulnerable to propaganda and manipulation. Marxists knew that if they indoctrinate a generation with critical race theory, they would divide us and destroy our love for America. Social emotional learning is the delivery system that they use to transform education from academic learning to United Nations agenda-driven indoctrination. Diversity, inclusion, and equity are the delivery system that they use to change our schools and our workplaces into unstable environments of thought control. Where the woke Marxists breed destabilization, which is everywhere, because everywhere they go, destabilization is their goal. Where they breed destabilization, we have to bring back stability. The Child Protection League is here to bring you the tools to bring that stability back to our culture. So I strongly encourage you to pull out your phone and go to the childprotectionleague.com, and register right now for the free live stream event that we're having this Wednesday on October 11th. So that you can equip yourself with the winning strategies by watching Dr. James Lindsay talk to Minnesota about the revolution happening right here. Few people have given such powerful strategies for defeating the woke Marxists and the groomers as James Lindsay. Never before has he spoken specifically to Minnesotans, but this Wednesday, on October 11th, CPL will bring that to you for free. My friends, Minnesota is ground zero for the woke Marxist revolutionaries, and you, equipped with the strategies that James Lindsay is providing, are their worst nightmare, because we can destroy the narrative, call out the dynamic that is tricking us and trapping us into furthering their agenda. How do you stop it? We have to learn how to stop it, and I have not seen anyone teach as effectively as Dr. James Lindsay on how to defeat this revolution. So make no mistake, we're in the midst of a revolution. It's a revolution to destroy our country. The revolutionaries are going to fail because you patriots showed up. You will own the victory because you have truth and you have love. Truth and love is what unites us. Truth and love is what defeats the enemy. Truth and love, combined with your faith and your courage, is how you will save America. Godspeed, friends.